Hello YouTube, Hey here. Hope you're having a good day. So welcome to my channel, and if you like what you see here, consider liking and subscribing, as it would not only help me out a lot, but is very much appreciated. So thank you. All links to the original video and channel will be down in the description below, so please do go check them out. And let's get right into the video. Hello YouTube, I have some news. It may not affect y'all at all. I have an ear infection. I just wanted to share that. I just recently found that out because I woke up and my ear was hurting, and then when I apply any sort of pressure onto it, it just hurts. Just wanted to share that. Alright, y'all ready? Today we're going to be reacting to some more Parz. Some more Parz. You know what's funny is, this is like, I think originally it was supposed to be his second channel. He does have another channel, which I think is just called, Parz? Or something like that. And more Parz is typically, whenever you say more whatever, it's usually your second channel. But I guess now it's his main channel. Anyway, let's learn about more messed up wildlife.
This bird is a vampire.
Oh my god, we got a vampire bird.
Native to the Galapagos Islands, and a great example of the horrifying affronts to the universe that evolution can produce when it decides to do a little trolling. Now you see, at first glance, this is the most boring vampire you can possibly imagine. Coming in at a measly 12 centimeters and a mere 20 grams in weight.
Ooh, that's kind of small.
Rocking a feather pattern I can best describe as a Minecraft dirt block. And as it turns out, the bastards that wrote Twilight lied to me because it doesn't even fucking sparkle.
This is the skin of the killer.
It's not a shiny.
So it's missing fangs, angst, a cape, and the funny accent.
You must bounce on it.
What?
How does it qualify as a vampire? Simple. Drinks a shitload of blood. You see, most birds eat seeds and insects, and while the vampire finch can eat those too, there is a problem. They live on an island, and that island is very small. In fact, they're only found on 2 of the Galapagos Islands, and small islands means a far smaller amount of that food to go around. To the point where these finches can't rely on it as their sole source.
So that's how they evolved to, like, get sustenance from blood, or like become vampire finches or whatever. It's just because there wasn't anything else around, so they had to evolve. What animals are big enough there for them to even do that? What if we evolved that way and we were vampires? Vampires or werewolves? I'm going with the vampire.
Which for a bird usually isn't a problem, because you know, they don't need a plane ticket to just f off and fly somewhere. However, as the name suggests, the vampire ground finch can't fly fish. So,
ground
how do they get their
finch.
food? They suck it out of someone that can. This, don't laugh, is the Nazca booby.
The booby.
Hey, stop giggling back there. Another species of bird native to the islands. They are very strong flyers that feed on fish. They also nest on the islands, which is where our feathery Nosferatu comes to play. You see, when the boobies, stop giggling, come to roost, the vampire finch will sneak over and hop onto their back. Then, using their...
So the finches can't really fly, or they just really suck at it? I'm guessing they just really suck. I mean, you can be a flightless bird. We did see him kind of fly there. I'm guessing they just suck at it really, really bad.
Razor-sharp beak, they will poke a very small, borderline painless hole into one of the bird's flight feathers. Once the blood is flowing freely, the vampire finch gorge themselves on it. See, as it turns out, blood is macro-friendly. And considering these things are living creatures, they just make more blood. In essence, giving the vampire finch an infinite food source. In fact, they can get so much blood from these birds, it is not uncommon to see multiple finches sucking from the same booby. I'm sorry, I can't say that shit without cracking up.
That is actually crazy. So they'll all just... Does it not just die? I mean, it has its life sucked out of it. I don't know, man. I wouldn't appreciate that if I was a booby.
This spider hunts with jump scares.
Brother, that thing is
Introducing
massive.
the trapdoor spider, a family of arachnid containing hundreds of species found in every continent on the globe. Meaning, yes, for once, this bad boy could be in your backyard and you'd never know.
Hello.
Now,
I would
trapdoor
know.
spiders are particularly interesting compared to other spiders due to their hunting method. You see, normal spiders tend to spend several hours spinning up some elaborate art piece for a fly to clothesline itself on. And tarantulas just jump shit. But trapdoor spiders, yeah, they hunt with a door. Very early on in life,
Dear
trapdoor
God.
spiders dig themselves a hole. This silk-lined burrow will then serve as its home for basically its entire 20-year lifespan. Hell,
20-year
leave the
lifespan?
thing like some neckbeard living in his mum's basement. But they've still got to eat, and since DoorDash does not deliver to spiders, this burrow doubles as their method for catching food. You see, they use their silk to craft a trapdoor over the burrow entrance. Then, using their fantastic arts and
Like an actual trapdoor. Like they deadass just created a trapdoor.
craft skills, they just bolt a bunch of random shit to their front door so it blends in perfectly with the floor.
Oh
After finishing
no.
their construction project, they will spin up a bunch of basically invisible strands of web on the floor in the surrounding area that act as tripwires, feeding information back to their neckbeard nest whenever something steps on it. And when some unfortunate insect steps a little too close,
Money, money, money.
this spider
Is it only small things, or will it jump out at any big thing that walks near it? Because I feel like that would be a risky game plan, right? What if something eats it? I mean, I'd die just from it jumping on me, and then it could just eat me, but...
This is the world's biggest spider.
Oh my...
But
Why
why
more
the
spiders,
is it that
bro?
big?
Why more
Introducing
spiders?
the Fossa blondie, a tarantula surprisingly not native to Australia for once. It's found on the other Tyrannid hive continent, South America. Now, let's
Of
address the
course.
elephant in the room. Yeah,
Brother.
This thing is
What was that from? Is that a movie? I kind of want to watch it now, because what is even the context behind that?
fucking huge. Coming in at a frightening
dear God, brother. What is
175
that?
grams in weight and 12 inches in leg span.
Damn, boy.
Oh,
And those legs
Christ.
are not the only place that's packing inches, because Shelob's cousin here is packing fangs that measure a huge inch in length. For scale, that is like a 6-foot human packing canines the length of a fucking ruler. But the important question, why the fuck is it so big? And the
Yeah, why
answer
is it so big?
is that I have withheld information from you. You see, I introduced this girl by a Latin name. She's much better known as the Goliath Bird Eater.
How? How does it even catch birds? Even if it's completely harmless to me? I still don't want to interact with this thing. I don't want to ever see it. I could go my whole life. I could have went my whole life without knowing this ever even existed.
Tarantula. That's right, this EDF-sized spider, not unlike me, would fucking kill for some KFC. Literally.
Oh my
These wild
gosh.
titans will quite happily hunt birds, remy, frogs, and even
Lizard.
and they do
Lizard.
all of this without a fucking web.
So how?
Goliaths are a pure melee build, hunting by prowling the jungle floor, sensing for movement with incredibly sensitive hairs on their legs. These hairs
Ew.
pick up vibrations in the air, which tell them when something is close. And once their spidey sense tells them that Remy's in range, they fucking jump him, biting him with those daggers they call fangs and injecting him
Oh,
with fucking neurotoxin.
but how does
Can
it
I
catch
go
a
1
bird?
week without covering neurotoxin? Of course this thing has it too. You know, I give up. I give up. They then drag their prey back to their burrow and spit up acidic digestive juices in order to suck their prey up through a fucking straw. This
That was nasty. But how does it catch a bird? I doubt birds will be on the floor. Someone want to explain?
Australia just found a new record-breaking insect.
What is
but before
that?
I show him to you, how the fuck do we keep finding new bugs? You see, Australia is home to an estimated 200,000 species of insect, which is pretty damn impressive, especially when you consider the only place you're going to find more bugs than that is by counting the fucking roach population in Asmongold's walls.
That is so bad, bro. Like, oh my god, bro. That is horrible. I can't get over that, bro. Can't get over that. And I saw that one clip where he chased down soda, or no, he chased down water with soda. Dude, I was like appalled. I was like, how, bro? I love water, bro. Water is so good. You could replace anything with the water and it just goes well. Obviously not cereal, but like if you're having it as like a drink, right? Usually some people for breakfast, they have like milk, maybe some lemonade, you know. I just have water and it slaps. Breakfast, lunch, dinner, you have it with any meal and it just slaps. So to have to chase it down with soda is fucking mind-boggling, bro. That is absolutely crazy and kind of disgusting.
Now, the scary part of this is that out of that 200k, we've only actually identified 62,000.
Okay, bro.
Meaning that we have no idea what nearly 3/4 of the bugs in the country actually fucking do.
You like jazz?
You like jazz?
And so it should come as no surprise that while exploring
like
Australia's
jazz?
dense rainforests, 2 scientists discovered a new record holder for the largest insect in the land down under, and it's a fucking stick bug.
A stick bug.
Introducing Acrophila of
What is that?
coming in at a full 40 centimeters.
How has that not been discovered before? Hello? What? Tell me you don't see this giant ass tree branch moving and you're like, nah, it must be the wind. Crazy.
And 44 grams in weight. I don't think that qualifies as a stick insect anymore.
Yeah.
That's fucking Groot. Australia's very own Erd tree avatar was discovered
Yes,
in
it
Queensland.
is.
Because of course it fucking
Hey,
was.
lid.
And despite being enough inches in length to make any man jealous, it's actually completely harmless. However,
Nuh-uh.
given how many oversized bugs we already have, if we find any more, I think they're gonna send the fucking Helldivers.
I think they actually should just send the Helldivers to Australia.
Australia doesn't just have snakes and spiders, it has a tiger. Well, kinda. Introducing the thylacine, better known as the Tassie tiger. As the name suggests, native to my home state of Tasmania. This tiny little island off Australia's south coast. No, that is not New Zealand. They have hobbits, not tigers. Oh, tiger isn't entirely correct. You see, the thylacine isn't a cat on steroids. You see, this bad boy is the largest carnivorous marsupial on the planet. Despite the kangaroo coming in at 7 foot
I did
tall,
not know
throwing
that
kicks
that
like
thing was a
Chun-Li,
marsupial.
they are herbivores, and everything else with a pouch that eats meat is about the size of a chihuahua, making this 1.3 meter, 20 kilo kangaroo dog with a tiger persona the only marsupial apex predator. See, these things were ambush
Dr.
hunters, using
Disrespect.
stealth and speed
Yeah.
to silently take down their prey like they're playing Assassin's Creed. On top of being a fully qualified Spec Ops agent, these things had a mouth on them to rival Kirby. Capable of
Holy.
opening their jaw a full 80 fucking degrees.
For
which
what?
is absolutely
What are they
terrifying and really cool. There's just one small problem. You may have picked up on me talking mostly in the past tense, and that all of this footage is in black and white. That's because we don't have a tiger. We had one. Unfortunately, the thylacine was driven to extinction in the late 1980s. By what exactly? The British. You see, when the Brits, did
The
their
fucking
thing, and
British,
decided
bro.
Tasmania
Oh
was
my
their
gosh.
house now, actually, they brought with them livestock, namely sheep and cattle, which was a fucking blessing to the Tassie tiger, which rapidly added these walking meatballs with the survival instincts of a wet sock to their meal plans.
Free real estate.
The colonists did not take kindly to the thylacine taking their livestock without a license in it, so they placed bounties on their heads. Never mind that these things never attacked humans and very rarely took their livestock. No, they were an inconvenience. And so, they were hunted down. One by one
Oh my
by
God.
one. For 70 fucking years. Until September 7th, 1936. When the last thylacine, Benjamin, died cold and alone in a cage at the Hobart Zoo. Usually I'd end these with a joke, but the fact that we wiped his entire bloodline and turned him
That's
into a
sad.
fucking rug isn't that funny.
You can't say that, and then you can't say it's not funny, and then show him as a rug. Oh my god. Look at what they did to Benjamin. Why didn't they just stuff him? What the fuck?
Australia has a straight up Pokemon.
What?
Introducing the brush-tail possum, more specifically, the golden brush-tail possum. Native to the land down under and one of the rare examples
No
of an
way,
Australian
this
animal
thing is
that
like
is
Pikachu.
expressly designed to DoorDash you straight to heaven. You see, the brush-tail is one of a grand total of 23 species of Australian possum, which, despite the name, share absolutely no relation to the red-blooded American opossum. These adorable little marsupials come in all shapes and sizes, from the ringtail.
They're called opossums. I thought they were still just called possums. I thought the O was silent. I've seen one. I haven't called it an opossum. Just called it a possum. But that's what some of y'all look like.
Opossum to the sugar glider, and to our protagonist here, the golden brushtail, which is really just a common
Pikachu.
brushtail possum with a rare genetic mutation called leucism that causes them to lose the pigment in their skin. So basically, it's a fucking shiny Pokemon. Coming in at around 4.5 kilos and 40 centimeters in length, these tree-dwelling marsupials are nocturnal and primarily herbivores, mainly consisting on a diet of leaves
Primarily.
and fruit. And for added cute points,
So, like,
as marsupials,
baby insects?
yes, they carry around their babies in a little pouch like their roided-out cousin the kangaroo. However, come on, the thing is from Australia, you didn't really think these bad boys would be squeaky clean, did ya? You see, they are entirely herbivores. Sure, they love a good salad. They will also quite happily raid a bird's nest and turn Tweety's kids into a 3-egg omelette. Roadkill? Sounds like a fine steak dinner to me. And just because it's not a venomous predator...
I could understand the bird eggs, but roadkill? Have some self-respect. Unless it's fresh. And in that case, go at it.
Doesn't mean it can't take your fucking finger off. And the cherry on top, Aussie Pikachu here doesn't go Pika. No, you see, Down Under doesn't have Pokemon trainers, because when you step into the tall grass out here, you hear this absolute fucking demon. Australia.
Oh my god. I would be running back to my vehicle and leaving, bro. Or I'd be running back inside my house. Ain't no way I'm staying out there when I hear that.
This spider can remove your limbs. But how? Introducing the brown recluse, native to the United States of America, and a prime example of don't judge a book by its cover. Because despite only coming in at a huge 2 centimeters in length and rocking the spider equivalent of default character customization, this little f***er is a level 500 rot build that gives Melania a run for her money. You see, a bite from a recluse starts in the most American way possible, with you accidentally stepping foot onto his private property, causing him to exercise his Second Amendment rights. But considering a spider can't really hold a gun, he's gonna settle on biting
So American.
your ass. Now, that initial bite's pretty painless. You smack him away, all's well.
I like that reputation. A lot of Americans might take offense to that. They're like, oh, you're so gung-ho and crazy. I'm proud of that. I'd rather be seen as that than the opposite, which would be just come, do whatever you want. I'm not going to do anything. Come beat me up. Come rob me. There are no consequences. I'd rather be seen the way they see us. I think that's okay.
There is just one small problem. Congratulations, you are now the proud owner of necrotic venom coursing through your veins, which at first does nothing. You walk back to your house, the bite starts to sting a little more. You feel sick. The wound swells, and the blood vessels around the bite burst, turning it a deep red. Over the next few days, that colour shifts from red to purple to black. As the venom literally destroys and kills the surrounding tissue in a process called necrosis.
Oh my god.
This causes the skin to literally rot and fall off of your body. And if you don't catch it in time, that rot's gonna spread. If you're lucky, it'll only make you violently ill and leave permanent scarring. If you're unlucky, it just keeps spreading and venom starts to
And then
destroy
you-
your blood
yeah.
cells and shut your organs down. Now, there's kind of only one solution to that, but you weren't using that arm anyway, right?
The thing is like, would you, I mean, because you wouldn't really feel the bite, right? But let's say you did know that you got bit. Could you do anything like right away, like immediately after you got bit to prevent this? Or does something still have to get amputated?
This isn't a spider. It's a snake.
What
Introducing
is that?
the Iranian spider-tailed horned viper, as the name suggests, native to
The thing
Iran.
is a
and
rock.
you are all probably wondering why the f this snake has decided to attach a cosplay of the average Australian resident to his tail. The answer is food. You see, every known snake species is a predator. Some eat Bambi, others
Dr.
eat Remy,
Disrespect
and the
again, bro. I
spider-tail,
can't.
not unlike myself, absolutely fucking loves KFC. The
Absolutely
birds
loves
famously
KFC.
tend to fly, and last I checked, nope ropes don't have wings.
Nope,
But how
bro.
does this viper get his zinger box? The answer is again, food. You see, birds eat insects, and the spider tail knows this. So rather than trying to chase his prey down, this lazy fucker has evolved the evolutionary equivalent of DoorDash. You see, when a viper feels
Interesting.
like a meal, it'll start the hunt by finding a nice rocky outcrop to curl up on like a couch. And due to the camouflage on his scales, this snake becomes
That is
practically
insane
invisible.
camouflage.
Once he's nice and cozy, he begins to slowly wiggle his tail back and forth in front of his face, perfectly mimicking the motion of an insect. Think of this as him placing his Uber Eats order. Meanwhile, up in the air, our undercooked chicken tender is flying around when, holy shit, a free meal! What a delectable bug just sitting there on that rock. And so, Tweety Birdie
Oh,
swerves
no.
down to grab himself an insect happy meal. And just as he's about to reach his meal,
Yeah.
this isn't a spider.
That's honestly like pretty cool. That's honestly really cool. That's not even like gross or scary. That's cool. I'd probably step on it just because I couldn't see it. I mean, it probably is venomous, right? So I'd probably still die. But if I couldn't, that's still pretty cool.
Australia's scariest spider is hiding a deep secret. But what is it? Well, introducing the Huntsman, native to the land down under, and the
Oh
number
my
one
God.
cause of tourists absolutely shitting themselves on camera.
Oh my god, bro.
And look, in
No.
defense of said tourists, I will be the first to admit, yeah, this looks scarier than a f***ing job application. Those gangly ass legs and the hair make him look like Slender Man's testicle. Now, as if having a negative charisma stat
It's
wasn't
so
bad enough,
long.
I regret to inform you that the Huntsman spider grows up to 30 f***ing centimeters.
Look at that, brother. Why are spiders allowed to get that big? Why and how? Why do you even need to be that big? Like, just be a little guy. Because then, if you're... Okay, so, like, if I see a spider and it's a little guy, I'll probably let you get away, right? You can maybe just go away. I'll be fine. But if I see this, you're dying. I'm coming after you. I'm gonna have a heart attack doing it, but me and you cannot live in the same space at all. One of us has to go. It'll probably be me, but on the off chance it's not, it's gonna be you, and you. So I'm sorry, you had to go. Even if you like assist me, because I know spiders like kill other insects. I'm sorry, you can't be this big and chilling next to me.
In size, making it the largest spider on the planet by leg span, and legally allowing Subway to market him as a foot long.
Crazy,
Now,
absolutely
being the
crazy.
spider
I
equivalent
don't know
of a
why that
Ford
thing
F-150,
exists.
You'd think he'd have the common decency to be slow, you know, tank build. Unfortunately, the Huntsman is fucking turbocharged. Now, it's usually at this point in the video that I would inform you that he is also highly venomous, because it's Australia. However, that's his big secret. The Huntsman is a big sweetheart. You
I
see,
don't
despite
care.
looking like
I
an
literally
SCP,
don't care.
Huntsmen are incredibly timid, and on the rare occasion they do bite, their venom is harmless. In fact, seeing one of these bad boys in your house
Look at
is
that!
a blessing in disguise.
No,
because
it's
if
not.
you see a Huntsman in your home, I guarantee you won't see any annoying ass flies or mosquitoes.
I can kill a fly and a mosquito. I'll be fine. If I see that, I might just die from a straight heart attack.
Because he's eaten them. You see, he understands he's big enough that he should be paying rent, and so he contributes to the household in pest control. I personally have had one of these bad boys as an 8-legged
my
roommate,
God.
and I can tell you, they're pretty good company. Except for the part where they cause car crashes.
What?
Yeah, you see, huntsmen like to hide in tight spaces and cracks, and they do it by flattening out their body to fit into the gap. Now, in the house, that usually means you'll just find them behind a painting, but when you're flying down the highway
No,
at
hell
110k
no.
an hour and decide to flip down the sun visor because God is trying to flashbang you, yeah, they like to sleep in there, and you've just dropped one.
Hell no.
Now, whatever you do, don't panic, or you're gonna crash the.
That would literally be me, bro. I couldn't not panic. I would panic, like, almost immediately. Like, I'm sorry to whoever I run into. I will try to not to run into another vehicle, but there's no way in hell I'm not crashing the car that I'm in. Like, that's impossible. If that falls on my lap, oh my God, I couldn't even imagine that. Well, unfortunately, that is all I have for today. I do have some other stuff to do today, so. But that just means we can have some more Parz later. So yeah, thank you for watching. And shut up.